G'day guys, MFWest here, and today we have the first of many mythic boss guides in Battle for Desire Lore. Now unfortunately, Champion's lab footage just didn't work out. That boss will be, I'll have plenty more attempts to get that video out for you, but I think the first boss that your guild will tackle in Mythic is Grong. So first of all, we killed him only just a few hours ago. We are a 2-day raiding guild, by no means hardcore at all. In general, an overview, people, Unholy is not one of the best melee in the raid, unfortunately, but if you play at a high enough level and push yourself, you can still compete with other DPS, but our main weakness is single target DPS. There are many fights in BOD that will suit our kits, and our AoE kit will be amazing for. I'm sure you already know which ones I'm talking about. But yeah, single target we are lacking. Frost is definitely the better option for Grong, but I'm going to show you guys the log. So we ended up doing 19.5k DPS. We ended up finishing 9th overall for all Death Knights and 2nd for Unholy. Now I'll be honest, there's like 30 logs for Unholy and about 60 for Frost. So not many people have actually done this, and not many people are choosing to play Death Knight. And I have no problems with that. I completely understand why that's the case. We're just not that strong as we were. So anyway, that's where we are, that's where we finished. So now this video is going to be the first of many. Like I said, we're going to go over talents, my gear, my Azurite, okay? And then we're going to get into an in-depth look at the fight. I'm going to give you guys small little tips that I can help. So when you go into Battle for Desire Lore and do Grong, you know that, okay, I can use this, I can use Wraithwalk here to connect here and like add more DPS or have more uptime. Like small things like having more uptime on the boss is very, very important. Melee, our melee auto attack, our white hits are so important. So as much melee uptime as you can is perfect, and if you know these small things, it just helps your gameplay and your raid in general. So let's get into it, guys. So first thing is talents. All will serve, that's a no-brainer. Ebb and Fever, Asphyxiate, Soul Reaper, Wraithwalk is huge. So in Grom, the 2 adds will spawn, okay, in various locations around the room. They can be on the other side of the room, and the only way you're going to make it there in a decent time is by using either Wall or Gate, but then you still have that huge distance to get back to the boss. Wraithwalk just helps with that. If you don't use Wraithwalk, you're losing uptime on the adds, which results in less damage, okay, for the raid, and just that's not good enough. So Wraithwalk is a huge thing here. You do not need to take Death Pact or Spill Eater, it's fine. Epidemic, now like I said, there are 3 adds there can be at one time. There can be 3 adds available, boss and 2 adds. Sorry, 3 targets. So Epidemic is a great option here to be using on all 3 targets, and Unholy Frenzy is just amazing. Okay, next, my gear. This was my gear for the kill. I've got triple Festamite traits. I recommend you get them. The best thing is that we can get triple Festamite from raid on normal, heroic. Whatever you do, try and get your hands on this. It is beautiful. Festamite is really, really great. Unfortunately, they're only 385 my shoulder and helm, but I do have a 400 chest, okay? My back's 410. I have a haste verse wrist, 415. 400 crit haste hands, 405 waist, crafted legs, and socketed boots. Now, my 2 rings are okay, using crit haste here and crit verse. Probably need to swap this out eventually, and then my 2 trinkets. I'm very lucky. I actually bonus rolled the Grom trinket, so now I have that in a 415 and my rage trinket, which is amazing. Finally they add a decent trinket into the game, and I did get lucky. I spammed about 5 King's Rest in the time from reset till now, and yeah, got my hands on a 400 Getty Iku, so that's good and very, very good for Grom. I wish I could actually tell you my damage breakdown for that, but yeah, it's a great weapon, as you guys know. So that's traits, talents, and my stats. I will show you. I'm sitting at around 13.3% haste, 19% crit, and yeah, 30% mastery and a bit of verse. So without further ado, let's get straight into the fight. Let's go. Okay, here we are, Grong. So 5-second pull timer, 5 seconds left on the pull timer. We pull him into an awkward spot here. I'm not going to go behind why. I am a stack point on his left leg. Reason being, if you're not near people, you get feared. Very important thing to remember. Okay, so normal rotation, Virulent Plague, Dark Transformation, Unholy Frenzy, Apocalypse, and basically after you finish Apocalypse, about 5 globals later the adds will spawn. Very important to notice where. Okay, first thing you should do is keep as Virulent Plague them, and then D&D. I do a really dodgy D&D, and then you just want to prioritize the first ad. Now, an important thing to note is to keep up Virulent Plague on the boss. My Virulent Plague doesn't drop from the boss the entire fight. Okay, so 3 target cleave here with the Epidemic, which is great. Focus down the first bot. Now, one thing to mention, before I left the boss, I made sure that I did not Festering Strike him, because I knew that it would be a waste and that the wounds would fall off. Do not waste your runes like that. Save them for the robots. We go back here. I should have Wraith Walked, but remember, if you run back too fast to the boss, you will get feared. Okay, so be careful, make sure people are near you. Now, when you get back to the boss, I'm going to give you guys some ideas of timers. You'll be able to Unholy Frenzy, use your Rage Trinket, and Apocalypse. All those 3 things, and Dark Transformation before the next ads spawn. So you get that full rotation of CDs, which is amazing because you always have those 3 things every time after the ads are done. That's how the cooldowns align with this boss fight. It's pretty nice, I'll be honest. It's nice to have that kind of alignment. So yeah, you're on the boss here for, like, no jokes, a minute of just bashing him in. Now, I'm going to give you guys a tip for Slam. When he slams the ground, it's basically target at your group. You can get out of it in time if you do not use Death's Advance. I always have Death's Advance available for this mechanic, because if you are a little bit slow and you do not react in time, you're not going to make it. You have to be, as it gets popped down on the ground, you have to be moving and you can't hesitate. Another thing is, do not, see, as you saw there, I went out of the slam to the right. If you go to the left, there's a chance you get feared, because no one's going to be out there on the left besides the tank, and he might not be in range and you get feared. So always exit the slam on the right, okay? Very, very important. You're going to see me actually, you know, kind of mess around with that mechanic. I should not have done that. Second set of ad spawn, very close to the boss again. Beneficial for us melee DPS and very, very easy to get over to. Now, another thing, I pet leap my pets to the ads every single time, because that's more uptime, and our pet melee damage is one of our top 4 abilities. So small things like that, guys, is very, very important. Again, after you leave the boss, as you leave the boss to go kill the ads, Virulent Plague the boss. That's more uptime, where you do not need to turn around and Virulent Plague the boss. You're saving yourself a rune, okay? You will have to turn around and Virulent Plague the boss at least once during this ad phase. As soon as we kill the ads here, we will transition into a lust. So here, you're in an army. Now, I'm sitting around at 18k DPS. Look at my damage spike up after the army and pre-pot. It's gross. Like, army is, it's pretty funny. It's a meme. So I move out left here. Very silly mistake of me here. I should not have done that, but the tanks kept me from being feared. So watch me climb here. I think I climb all the way up to almost 22k DPS here with army. It's a juicy army. I believe it was 500k damage army. Insane, insane. So we're only going to get one more set of ads and the fight's over. After the 3rd set of ads, you have to like zerg him, and then he just enrages, and it's an instant wipe. It's like a yell that just kills everyone, I guess. He doesn't go around like jumping at people. So yeah, so we lust there, and the ads are going to be spawning soon. I will have, when we kill this 3rd set of ads, I actually use Unholy Frenzy, Dark Transformation on the ads, because it's critical to kill those ads as soon as possible, so you can just focus on damaging the boss. A little bit of information behind the raid. We're 6 healing this. A lot of guilds are. It's a bit iffy, because if one DPS dies or is underperforming, you can wipe, because it's very, very, like, we only had 5 seconds left on the death timer. Kind of gives you an idea about our damage in our raid, but yeah. We haven't been doing split runs or anything. It's a pretty casual guild, so yeah. So 3rd set's of ad spawn. Again, amazing positioning. I'm pretty happy with the ad spawn locations on this fight. They can literally all be on the other side. So here I'm waiting for my Rage Trinket before I Unholy Frenzy, and there we go. I'm going to use it on this ad. I'm going to get a really nice uptime on this Frenzy. So never use Frenzy on the way to the ads, or never use it as the ads are about to die, because you need to be using your Frenzy all the time. Like, don't, make sure it has 100% uptime on the enemy. Okay, so this ad's going to go down. We lose a healer, I believe, and now it's just, when we get back to the boss, it's a Zergfest. And the last thing I can give you tips on is save your Icebound and Healthstone for the tantrums. We had links and darknesses for various tantrums, like this tantrum here. He linked, I IBF'd. It's just important that you always have, you technically will always have a defensive like IBF for almost every tantrum. and there I should have died. Like, look at that, I hesitated and I still made it out. So there's a chance for you. There's a chance for you. Don't hesitate. Stick to the right. As you saw there, though, it was a bit in the middle, so I couldn't really go right. And yeah, now it's MFWest, guys. So that's pretty much it. I bonus rolled the Grong trinket, and it's pretty good. It's much better than my 395 syringe. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I said, there will be plenty more boss guides like this. I did used to do this in Taurus, and I really miss doing it, mainly due to just me being able to give you guys information that I've learned from the fight. Like, you can learn that straight away before you even step inside the raid. Like, I think that's so amazing. And yeah, plenty more of these videos to come. Jadefire is next, so yeah, follow me on social media at MFWest WoW on Facebook and Twitter. And I did stream today, so follow me on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/MFWest. So yeah, stay unholy, guys, and peace.